Hey, what's up guys? This is Dave from NetcodeGuides.com, and today we're going to be doing a demo review for Rumby. Now Rumby, the first thing I want to talk about that you need to improve on is your crosshair placement. Um, and one of the ways you can improve on that is simply by deathmatching a lot and making sure you're using your crosshair in the proper spots so that you're always ready to aim at someone and kill them. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is that you have a bad habit of doing this. You like to jump into the person when you peek. And although that it's working for you right now, it's something that's going to definitely hurt you when it comes to advancing your level of play. And the better people you play against, the less likely that is to work. It's working right now at the level you're at right now, but it's kind of hurting you because you're not practicing peeking properly. Those type of peeks right there that you've been doing, you did on Piss Around as well. The jump peeking and jumping out in front of someone is not something you want to get in the habit of doing. It's a pretty bad habit. It's very, very situational that you might be doing something like that. Maybe if you want to dodge an op shot or something like that, but you're doing it just when you're straight peeking into people. Okay? And it's definitely going to stop you from getting better because you're not practicing the proper way to peek people. Okay? And the proper way to peek people is completely dependent on the angle itself. But as of now, you really need to get out of that habit because 99.9% of the time, that is not going to be the best way to peek someone. Okay, so that is lesson number one. Okay, Rumby. So lesson number 2 and 3, all right, is going to be this. So one of the things I've noticed about you is you've been buying a lot of P90s, and now the P90 is a great gun. Okay, and definitely at this rank that you're at too, it works really, really well. But the thing about the P90 is, just like the jump peeking, it's not going to help you improve. So you should definitely try to opt for more of a glow or an AK buy and learn how to use those guns better. Because when you start going into the higher and higher ranks, the P90 is going to be less and less used and it becomes less and less effective. Okay? And there's just better options out there for the money spent. Especially because it doesn't give you that bonus money like it used to. Okay? Lesson number 3 is that this entire half, you have only rushed. You haven't held the walk key once. And once again, I know it's doing you well, and you're creating a lot of openings for your team. And generally speaking, most of your team is rushing, so you're going with them, right? But it's one of those things where you're not getting much better doing that. If you slow it down a little bit more, try to use your brain and work off the other team's rotations and things like that, and really think about the game, it's gonna do you wonders and really help you improve. Because right now, you really just want to do whatever it takes to improve at the game. Okay? And those two things are going to help a lot. All right, putting down the P90 a little bit more and trying to use more, skill-oriented guns that honestly punish you. And even though you're probably going to do worse with the AK and the glow at times, it's going to make you better in the long run, learning how to use those guns properly. Okay? And then second off, make sure you don't hold that W rush key 24/7. If you play a 15 round half on Dust 2, you know what? I'm completely fine with you rushing 8 rounds out of the 15. But try to get a good balance where you're not rushing through all the 15 rounds, where you're slow playing things and trying to do things slowly as well. Okay? And that'll help you a lot because you'll start thinking about the game in a different way. And hopefully that will help you improve. Okay, now this is a round you guys should have definitely won. One of your teammates just kind of tries to go for the knife and things like that, but right here you definitely should have been able to kill the guy. And now I'm going to give you a tip that will really make your pistols a lot better. Okay? And that is that you should use movement with your pistols as well to really be able to get those headshots. And that's something I've been doing with my pistols lately, and it's really improved my pistols like twice as good as they were previous. And let me go into that in a little bit more detail for you. Okay, so as far as pistols are concerned, one thing that's going to help you a lot with your pistol is if you aim not only with your crosshair but with your movement as well. So if you see someone here and you see his head and he moves to here, instead of moving your crosshair, you could actually just use your movement to kind of track onto his head as well. And it's going to feel weird doing that at first, but if you start doing that and you start using movement as well as moving your crosshair in small increments, it's actually going to make your pistol a million times better. And it doesn't just go for long range shots like that, it goes for a lot of short range shots as well, like when it comes around here and things like that. Okay, so using your movement and your A and D keys to assist you in aiming with your pistol is really going to improve them tenfold. All right. Alright, Rumby, right here you make it to the pit, which is really good. But your problem is you didn't utilize your nades. Okay? You had a flashbang, an HE grenade, and a smoke right there, and you really could have won the round with just one flashbang. So let me show you what flashbang that is that will significantly improve your pit play.